Hi everyone, I'm Bruce Swartz. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the research, for commenting, for connecting with me, everyone. So, last seen a couple of few videos back, we're making so many videos here, so much proof up there of things going on. We're going to see something pretty exceptional. I had showed two UFOs approaching the moon, and of course had realized that possibly one or both of these objects could have been launched from the surface itself. Why? Because we did see an arm raise up, and I will show it to you. We're going to look at it a bit more clarified, a bit closer and slowed down. And notice always the colors at the back. Now watch this object. Watch what happens. The arm. That's all I'm going to say. This comes up. We're going to see this a couple of times. And that's true. The other video one I want to show you is further down. So let's watch this. There's once, twice. I'll get it one more time up so that you're seeing what I'm talking about. There's just a black shadow that appears. Whoop. But after that black shadow appears on the surface, look directly beside it. There is a light emanating, and look at the overall sky, how bright it is getting. Keep watching, and you will see that the light actually raises up off the surface, and we can see some kind of a shape or form. Further down the video, I'm going to show you two mechanism-like parts that were moving on this object. Or it's a light that was coming from the craft, and that light was beaming through thick smog cloud or smoke. Interesting, right? You will see it as the video progresses. It's pretty interesting. So we're seeing the sky totally illuminated, which I have never seen before. This is not something that occurs ever. It never has. I've never seen it. And it's the edge of the moon that we can have objects approaching the moon, but never really seeing objects actually lighting up the entire east side of the moon as these two objects went under the cloud cover or smoke cover on the surface. Just absolutely amazing. We're going to see some more footage here, and you'll see that mechanism that comes up off of it is very intriguing. Here's object number one, because there was two objects, and just to show you that in the same footage, both the objects were arriving. So now I'm saying, well, why is it getting bright if it's hiding? And here I look to the left, and I can see here's in slow motion moving over. We can see that the other light is just descending right after, in the same area too, probably launched from the surface. Why do I say launched? Because again, we saw that black line. Now watch this. This is where it gets really interesting. Keep watching and watch how this object is just, things are happening around it, right? Looks like almost like a beam of light or something. I don't know what is going on, but slowed down is always the best way to see some truth and to see exactly what is going on, even if we don't know what we're looking at, right? Look what is happening. There's an object lighting up the surface of the moon with beams of light coming from it or something. Here is the actual cloud cover or smoke that I am telling everyone that is on the surface. I've showed it a good 20-30 times now, and I will continue to in the various areas that I'm seeing this smoke moving over. When the smoke moves over, it reveals actual structures on the surface, and this is an amazing revelation that really not many know about. The world's not going to be mesmerized entirely by the fact that if ever buildings are declared being up there. It's when they find out how many buildings are up there. The ones, the structures that we are seeing are the actual platform-like objects that are holding several smaller structures on top of them. And I say small, but they're not small in any way. Imagine a daily type of UFO that's on the surface of the moon that can be seen every single time you go up there. They're going in different directions. They're going in and out of different craters, as you'll see this one go in here. How hard could it be for us to buy a spaceship, fix it up, and get up there ourselves? This was a bad idea. Shit. Bianchini Crater. This is Sinus Iridum. And this is beside Bianchini Crater. Look at the symmetrical plates, platforms, whatever you want to call them. The colors that you're seeing, natural and on the surface. Purple, green, gray, white, and see-through. That's the overall the overall, I assure you, that's what we're seeing on the moon. Purples, greens, okay? And the structures, this is an X-ray, the structures are there. And the white smudges that you're seeing, the blurry parts, are the smaller structures. I have shown in other videos. Bianchini crater, surface structures, you see how everything's connected? Notice that there are descending levels, that there are corridors upwards and downwards. Look at this massive structure. It's right in the center of sinus iridum. It's on a flat surface where everyone says it's flat, but it is not flat in any way. China themselves, did they not have problems landing there because they said that it was a very uneven terrain and surface? Well, yeah, I think so. Look what we're looking at. You see how the mountains are, it looks almost deliberately elevated. Here are the smaller structures. I've showed them many different ways. Here's even more raw way, one of the first ways that I started seeing them. And this blur, I'm like, look at the blur on the surface. It's an object there. It's a smoke or haze that's there, or it's structuring, or both. And I'm finding this in most of the areas wherever I'm looking on the surface. But check this out. This color, I didn't color it like a kid. I mean, it's annoying, but it's there. The purples are there. The greens are reflecting. Maybe it's not the exact colors that are there. Maybe it's not green and is blue. But either way, there is a color emanating from it. And look how they follow a trend. It looks like somebody grabbed dirt and threw it over the structures. Why? Because it shows signs of manipulation on the surface, and that's all I'm trying to tell you guys, that the surface was manipulated by some kind of a being for sure, because there's many areas of the moon that are not natural areas. So long me. That's what I believe. Here we're looking again an X-ray. Do you see all the bumps on the bottom there in the structures? I'm not even talking about in the lens. Look on the bottom right of the lens. You could see it all there. The complexity in the entire setups that are there on the surface are real. They are really, really up there. It's just something, you know, amazing to see the truth. So anyways, thanks everyone. Thanks to all from Carrie Cassidy's community who I'm seeing that are in the community. Some of you subscribed, some of you came and comment, and I love you guys for it. Thanks so much. Let's get some music up. This is the virtual surface. You're looking at the most complex area of the surface of the moon. And by the way, it's Oceanus Procellarum just on the bottom part of the moon, and they're watching us. These objects are there. It's a complex setup. Do you see what you're looking at? We're looking at a setup the size of North America. This isn't a setup with 4 pins and a tent. This is an entire nation on the surface of the moon, or ancient civilization, whatever it may be, the structures still are there. Arthur McLean, thanks so much for the contributions and for being a part of this beautiful community, man. I hope and looking forward to talking to you.